Welcome to By the Way with Beth and Stacey. I am Beth Cooper.
I'm Stacey Earlywine, and we got a fun show today. I'm excited about today's show.
Yeah, we do. We're going to go over some old McCall magazines that I have that are from the early 1900s, and they are just full of interesting things.
Yeah, it's just lots of fun things to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Just kind of interesting. You never know when you get those old magazines.
I know.
Did I tell you, what was that one magazine?
Look magazine?
Yeah, I ordered two. I've got two of those at home.
And you
I
kept
ordered
mine.
two. I've got yours.
I haven't forgotten.
3. What did I do with that one?
I don't know, but I don't think you returned it.
I don't think I did either, but I don't know what I did with it.
I don't know.
I've probably stashed it away.
Probably.
But I ordered 2 more.
Oh, good.
They're kind of cool. One of them was one of them was about the JFK assassination.
Oh, that'd be good.
But it fascinates me.
I know those records are supposed to be opened and revealed, and I can't wait. I've waited my whole life to know the truth.
Me too.
About what happened to JFK, and I have my own theory. You know, I think it was a combination of the mafia and the FBI, CIA,
all the way.
It was all of them together.
Yep.
And so that's what I think happened, but that's just my own 2 cents.
That's my opinion. Heck yeah, you'll never convince me otherwise.
Yeah, that's
so
what I
interesting,
think.
all that stuff. But
yeah. Well, hey, you know what this week is? You know what's going to happen this week?
Well, it's not Valentine's Day.
Mm-mm.
You're not getting your nails done.
Nope.
You don't have an appointment with me. You're not getting your hair done.
Mm-mm.
What is it?
My birthday!
No way!
Yes!
How can that be?
It's actually at the beginning of next week, but it will be before we film again.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, excited about that.
Are you holding?
I love my birthday. I love everything about my birthday. I think everyone should smile and be happy that they're another year older.
Celebrate your birthday?
and their own birthdays. Like, I don't like when people complain about their birthdays. I want to just kick them and be like, shut up, you're alive. Like, that's the goal.
No, that's so true. It's like, because you make that comment, people are like, it's my birthday. I love mine all month long.
Man, you're all going to hear about my birthday.
I love
We're not doing anything crazy special, but I'm turning 46. That's awesome. I'm happy to be 46.
Yeah, I don't. I love my birthday. I want to celebrate I talk about it all September. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I never did understand. Oh, it's my birthday. It's like, wow, I'm another year older. Good.
Or the people that are
you do know otherwise your options are death.
Yeah, they're like, I'm 29 again. Like, shut up. Be happy with your age.
Yeah.
I'm 46. 46.
Yep.
I'm thrilled about it because
I'm going to hit the old 58 this year.
That's awesome. Good for you.
Good for me, and I look amazing.
You do. You look great.
One of those things, though, because what did I get out the other day? I can't remember. And I can't remember. I found some old pictures. I'm like, there's not a crack in that face at all. Mm-mm. But it is what it is. My skin's holding up real well. So
yep.
Yeah, yep. I like going somewhere and people be like, "How old are you?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm a 60. I was born in the 60s." And they're like, "What? You look really good." I mean, me and my friend Angela Owens, we joke about how we're aging very well. Mm-hmm. Yep. I always say, "Fat don't crack." Mm-hmm. So,
well, that's one way to look at it, I guess. Oh, shoot.
So you're not going to do anything for your birthday?
Well, my mom's having a dinner for me and
baking a really good cake.
Well, actually, I'm on a no sugar diet right now.
Right.
I haven't been eating any sugar. So I told her to lay off the sweets,
stop doing it for a little bit.
So I don't know. There'll probably be something, but
right. Yeah, it's amazing how much better you are when you're off sugar.
Yes, I feel so much better.
And it only takes a couple days.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
But that stuff is crack cocaine. I don't care
what anybody
says.
That's why it's like even if she bakes something for my birthday and she's like, "Oh, well, just have a little bite." It's like I can't because in my brain it triggers something and then that's all I want to eat.
It's kind of like the Cookie Monster cookie. Yeah. And there's nothing better in my life than buttercream icing.
Yeah.
I put buttercream icing on everything.
Well, I haven't been eating sugar all week, and I've been doing really good. But with my other job, one of my duties this week was we're planning an event, and I had to hire a cookie baker to bring some specialty cookies to the event. So I've been researching bakeries and picking out special cookies. It was just torture.
That's the most horrible thing I've ever heard.
I know.
How can you do that?
I did it though. I did it.
I can't even walk in a bakery. I can see if I close my eyes, I can smell walking into Anderson's Bakery. Hear the little bell on the door. I miss Anderson's Bakery.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Well,
just
one business I have a hard time going in when I'm not eating sugar is Kirby IGA, formerly Martin's IGA in Effingham. As soon as you enter that grocery store, you smell that bakery.
yeah,
The donuts.
not good.
I know. So it's like I can't even go get groceries there or anything because I'm going to want a donut.
Yeah, because I could, and people say, oh, no, you get bored of it. No, I could live on cakes and cookies and donuts and brownies and ice cream every day of my life and not eat anything else.
I could too.
It's a bad thing. But I am a carnivore.
Yeah.
I can do a low carb diet pretty good, but I feel really good once I get off the sugar.
Yep.
Are you doing any diet? Are you doing your diets? What is it you drink?
What
is that drink you
drink?
drink?
I used to drink a sugar-free soda. I don't drink it anymore.
You just going all natural water?
Yeah, because
tea?
I
like my caffeine.
It had stevia in it. It was those now I can't even think of what they're called. I was crazy about them. Zevia sodas.
Yeah.
I lost a lot of weight several years ago, and I only drank those and did fine. Kind of got me off of regular soda, but no, that stevia started messing with my stomach. I was having some stomach issues, so I just can't really. I can't really do artificial sweeteners at all.
Yeah.
And a lot of those aren't good for you anyway. I really
They're
do
not.
think the stevia is probably fine, but it just eventually it started working on me. So no, I'm just doing unsweet tea and water.
Yeah, unsweet tea. As long as I have caffeine, I like my
Yeah,
caffeine.
I gotta have a little caffeine every morning.
I have like Angela's Florist, and Flora's got those skinny mixers or whatever they're called, like those little syrups. And I have been drinking more water than I ever have in my life because it's like 0 calories, 0 sugar, it's got flavoring in it, and it only takes just a drop to just barely give you flavor on water. And I'm drinking a gallon of water a day.
Good.
And I can always tell a big difference in everything when I do that. I'm off the sugar and
Good deal.
yeah.
Look at us getting all healthy over here.
Don't get excited. It's only been a couple days. And I also drink. Another thing is because I don't have a metabolism. I have a thyroid problem. I don't have metabolism, and I have been drinking every day, and it's a little difficult to do because it's and I take cinnamon, ginger, and turmeric. And I take it you get them in the, not pills or nothing like that, just the herbs or whatever you get at the spices, right? And I put that in there. Don't ask me measurements because I just dump it go, and I put it in cold water, ice water, shake that up, and I down that. It's about 8 ounces of it. It's a little spicy because those ginger and that cinnamon's a little spicy. But you want to talk about kicking in your metabolism. I can already tell. No bloatedness is happening.
Really?
And I do it every day. I've been staunch at doing it every day. I just do it in the late morning, right before I eat lunch. It's difficult because I make it spicy.
Okay.
But that's what that one lady that's always fit, and she swears by turmeric and ginger and.
Yeah, I know a lady that swears by turmeric too. I don't know that she does the other two, but she takes turmeric.
I throw the cinnamon and the ginger in there too because it just mixes that all up.
Okay.
Makes a big difference because
I might try it, but I don't know if I can do it.
It's different because you're not putting anything in it. You're not putting any sweet. I mean, you can add a little bit of honey with it, but I make mine pretty, and I don't like it. I just mix it because it doesn't dissolve real well.
So it's a little gritty.
I shake it up and shake it up and shake it up. I'll shake it up and drop two big gulps, put it back, and then have regular water right there to rinse it all down. And then I'll wait a minute. I'll down it. Just try it because I'm telling you what, it's going to make a big difference.
Okay, I might try that.
I can tell a difference already, and it's only been like 5 days.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I have to go to the store. I don't even know where to buy turmeric. I guess it's right there.
Oh, yeah, it's in the spices. Turmeric, ginger. Yeah, it's just right there.
Okay, do you buy organic? No. You just buy one?
I just buy it.
I don't know.
Yeah, and then there's also something about like lemon water too. You should drink lemon water before you go to bed at night. Lemon water kind of keeps your skin. Lemon water is really good for your skin, and it also helps with digestion. It also helps with heartburn.
Huh. I don't like lemons.
I don't like lemons either,
story.
but I can do lemon water.
Not funny story. Here's a story. It's not funny. When I was going through chemo, like 11 years ago when I had breast cancer, it made everything I ate taste like lemon. Everything.
Oh.
And I didn't realize at first what was happening, and I thought like somebody had brought a meal to us, and I ate the hot rolls that they brought, and they were very lemony. And I'm like, that is so strange that she paired lemon bread with this meal. It was like lasagna or something. I thought that's so strange. But again, I just and then McDonald's cheeseburgers, super lemony. Like there were just something. And so anyway, I was never a big fan of lemon to start with. And now I absolutely cannot.
You can't do it.
Anything lemon. Yeah. I just can't.
I get that. Yeah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I was so nauseated through that time period too. So it was just,
right.
It's not a funny story. It's
not
sad.
a funny story.
It's a little sad, actually.
Well, you can just do the turmeric and all that stuff.
Okay, yeah.
So did you send in an ad because I forgot?
I did. I sent in an ad.
Girl.
Yes. Let's see which one it is because I don't even remember.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
What's this one? Ooh, a piana.
Yeah. This, my grandma, she would have called it a piany.
Piany? Mm-hmm. $5 brings the superb art style symphonic piano.
Uh-huh. Oh, this is it.
That's all I can see.
Yeah. Try it in your home for a month. So they're going to deliver this piano, but if you don't like it, they'll come back and get it in a month.
Yeah, because you can't get rid of
those things are heavy. Call in good judges of piano value. If you do not consider it the best value ever brought to your attention, the best piano value in tone, design, construction, finish, return it at our expense because shipping a piano is cheap.
I guess so.
They're confident no one's going to return it, aren't they? You'll do well to investigate this art style symphonic and our other beautiful symphonic pianos and player pianos. Ask today for your piano book. This beautiful illustrated book shows symphonics in actual colors. You need it before buying any piano or player. Drop a postal today for your free copy. Larkin Company, Department MC 917, Buffalo, New York.
Can you imagine shipping a piano?
$5.
Brings the superb art style. We had one of those big old pianos in the basement, and I used to lay on top of it with a hairbrush singing Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves.
I bet you did. I bet you did.
And when my dad had to get, and then I got obsessed because I had another piano, an upright piano. When Jim and I got married, it was given to me. The problem with the piano is nobody wants them.
Yeah.
They're impossible to give away.
Yeah.
Each piano literally had to be taken away piece by piece because you couldn't budge it. You couldn't move it.
Oh my.
I don't know how Jim got it in my house. He probably hated me. And then I never played it. And I got another piano that I took from the church. It's just a little piano. But I did start playing it. But I got out of the habit when my mom got sick. Mm-hmm. And that is something you got to
keep doing.
You know, and I didn't pick it up. Like, I'm one of those type people that I don't have a lot of gifts, but the gifts that I do have, I do really well. Mm-hmm. So if I can't pick something up and be amazing at it and be Elton John in 5 minutes.
You're kind of over it.
I'm kind of over it.
Well.
That's how I am with fishing.
Yeah. Oh, really? Fishing takes
If I don't catch the fish in the first 30 seconds, I'm out.
That's funny.
Yeah. Good ad.
Yeah.
Good ad.
That $5. That's what blew me away. $5 for a piano.
I like it. Okay, well, we're going to take a commercial break, and we're going to come back, and you're going to show us some fun stuff out of this McCall's magazine.
Okay, sounds good.
We'll be right back.
At your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville, you can count on experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, the Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville carry a large inventory of Napa products for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced associates understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
We like technology at Flora Savings Bank. Here's what you can accomplish in our mobile banking app in less than 30 seconds. See account balances in your transactions, set up an account alert, make a transfer between accounts, get an alert text message about your transfer, pay a bill, turn your debit card off and then back on. It all happens in the palm of your hand with our free My Bank to Go app. Search My Bank to Go in the App Store or Google Play and give mobile banking a try. Flora Savings Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Oh, we're back. Okay.
Ty, you didn't give us our 5-second warning.
He said something, but I think we were talking. All right.
You're back.
So we are back. Welcome back to By the Way with Beth and Stacey. As always, Stacey and I are having a fantastic time. just chit-chatting our commercial breaks away. So today's show is about some old McCall magazines that I have. McCall's magazine started way back when. This particular one is from September 1917. As you can see, there is no cover.
There is no cover.
The other one I'm going to pull from, too, also no cover. The covers apparently were not attached well. But they were full, these magazines were so full of fun ads and interesting topics that they felt like housewives should know about. And maybe not even just housewives, really, maybe anybody. But so I started reading through some of the articles.
I am looking at some of those pictures.
Yeah, I didn't send in these pictures, but this particular article is a 2-page spread. And it was written by a woman named Princess Radziwill. And I didn't have time to Google her, but Ty, if you would, she spells it Radziwill. So this is about a royal family's tragedy revealed. And I found this interesting because this whole article is about the Romanovs in Russia. And you know, they were all killed in they were all in their home, and they were did a firing squad, and they killed them all, right? Because they wanted to take the government back away from the royals in Russia.
Yeah.
This was interesting because it was... Google what year they were killed, the Romanovs. This was written as if they're not in power anymore, but also the writer does not know that they have been killed. So I feel like this was written at a real interesting time where they know something has happened, but they didn't know what had happened.
The Romanovs were the imperial family of Russia from 1613 to 1917.
Yeah, what month were they killed?
The dynasty ended with a... You keep going, I'll be reading.
Okay, so this is published in September of 1917, okay? And I'm just going to read a little bit of it to you. It starts off and it says, every revolution has its victims. Standing out prominently among those of the recent one in Russia are 4 girls whose names have barely been mentioned in the great cataclysm that has swept away their father's throne, and whose fate is about as tragic as that of any of the heroines in any old Greek drama. I am thinking of the daughters of the man who, a few weeks ago, was the mighty czar of all of the Russias, and who is now nothing but a prisoner in the palace of Tsarskoye Selo, which has been the splendor of the court of the great Catherine II. No one has had a word of pity for these girls, who, born amidst all the pomp of the most luxurious imperial house in Europe, find themselves, today, outcasts among their own people, who have lost their position, their rank, their fortune, everything they ever possessed, and who stand helpless and unknowing in the presence of a future as uncertain as it is threatening. So she believes that these girls have been stripped of everything, and that their father is in prison, when in fact they were all murdered.
Yeah, this was like, this is revolutionaries led by Vladimir Lenin executed the Russian Imperial Romanov family on the nights of July 16th and 17th.
So this had just happened.
1918, the family was shot and bayoneted to death.
They weren't killed until 1918?
That's what it just said.
Okay, so maybe this was before they had just...
Yeah,
they hadn't been killed yet, but they had lost...
2 days of being... Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds horrible.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the story. If you know anything about it,
I don't know much about it.
I thought you probably did with your fascination with the royals.
Yeah, but not them. But I'm going to. Now.
Yeah, because they are descended from the England.
Yeah,
they were Queen Victoria's son, or one of her daughters married this Nicholas. I don't remember, but yeah, it was a very sad story, and there was interesting. You guys kind of, if you're familiar with the story of Rasputin. Rasputin was this kind of wanderer in Russia who was highly intelligent, I think, but he latched onto this family, especially the wife, and they kept him around as like a muse, as like a almost like not really a magician, but like he knew things, and like they would go to him as like for advice, or what should I do about this or whatever. Basically, I think he was like a major loser, and I'm not sure. I'm not a fan of Rasputin, but you know, that's a whole other rabbit hole you guys could go down if you're interested in Googling. But there is a line in this column where she talks about him and how the girl's nanny, who loved these girls so much, had left the palace just like a month before all of this went down because she couldn't stand Rasputin.
Wow.
And she had spoken up. She even went to the emperor himself, Nicholas II, and was like, this guy, this Rasputin, is bad news. Pull up a picture of Rasputin, too, if you want to, Ty. What was the princess of...
I just pulled it. Yeah, I just pulled her up.
The princess?
Yeah.
I don't know what she was the princess of, but Radziwill? Okay, couldn't come up with a lot on her. But, yeah, Rasputin, he was one creepy guy. And so this nanny was like, I've had it. Like, I can't continue to work here with him. He never leaves the girls' sides. He's always by all of you. And I don't think that he is as good of a guy as what you guys... They all had him on a pedestal.
Yeah.
And there's rumors, like affairs were happening between him and the wife. And I don't know, but let's show that picture. I don't like him.
Ooh.
I don't like him at all.
He does not have kind eyes.
No, I feel like I know this is so judgmental, but I feel like he was sort of abusing his situation and with the girls and the wife, like just taking advantage.
Yeah, this was the Romanovs became prominent after Anastasia Romanova married Ivan the Terrible, the first Tsar of Russia. Why would you marry somebody?
Well, he probably wasn't called that then.
Ivan the okay guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So these girls, they were all fired upon and killed, but they also had not had a happy childhood because the mother abandoned them because they were all girls. She wanted boys, and there was no heirs. So the mother, that's why the nanny pretty much raised them, was because the mother wouldn't have anything to do with them. And the whole country was disappointed every time that she had another daughter. This Mademoiselle Touchef was... She took these kids to heart and gave them maternal love, but she's the one who left a month before because of Rasputin. She objected strenuously to his constant presence at the side of her pupils. But anyway, she considered him an evil genius, and I think he definitely was evil. But anyway, this story is huge, and it's a lot of research.
I'm going to order a book on them.
Oh yeah, it's
I would love that.
fascinating. The whole thing is fascinating. But I just found it interesting that this particular article was written by a princess, and that it was in that little tiny window of when he was stripped of his power and before they were all shot dead in their homes, because they were just in one after the other. And it's so sad because they were just beautiful young girls, and they all, had
that's sad.
Such a bright future.
What an interesting. That's in a McCall's magazine.
Yes.
That's not something you'd see in a McCall's magazine.
Okay, so I'm going to go to another page.
Go to another story.
This I thought was interesting, and I hope some of my pictures went through and some didn't. Ty, do you have one about Tweedledum and Tweedledee? Okay, let's show that. This Tweedledum and Tweedledee and Alice in Wonderland cutout. So in each of these magazines, they would put something in there that you could cut out for your children. So this would be a toy. So you basically, it was kind of like paper dolls, but not necessarily a doll. So you could cut out the body, you could cut out the head and the umbrella, and have these little paper dolls of Tweedledee and Tweedledum. And I know it's hard to see on your screen, but it's sort of the upper right corner.
Are they bending over?
No,
What's
that's
happening?
the back side of them up there at the top right corner. But right below it in that small image, and I don't know if Ty can zoom in or not, is an image of what your finished product would look like when you put it all together. And it's Tweedledee and Tweedledum standing under an umbrella. Yeah. And you have their front side and their back side. But like,
why do you need their back side?
Well, I don't know, because you got to turn them around. But I mean, this is what kids had to play with. I mean, there wasn't Legos.
Yeah,
There wasn't
I loved
paper dolls.
I had paper dolls.
And how nice that this magazine each month you got a free one to add to your kids.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay, so this, Stacey, is this is music, written music. It has the lyrics. It has the music. I was going to see if you could read it and try to sing it to us.
Okay.
It's called The Shortest and Longest, a September love song.
Shortest and the longest.
Yeah, so I don't know if that means it's a short song or a long song, but
Okay, the September by Elizabeth Blunt. Let me look at it.
okay.
Okay, it's cut time.
Okay, so then there's words.
1, 2, the longest day you were away. The longest day you were away. The very next, wait a minute. Very next day after the very next day after the very next day after. That's kind of an interesting. The longest day in June, they say, the shortest in December. It did not come to me that way, the shortest I remember. You came a day with me to stay and filled my heart with laughter, and filled my heart with laughter, and filled my heart with laughter. The longest day you were away, the very next day after, the very next day after, the very next day after.
Bravo! Kind of a neat song about, she met him the shortest day when she met him and the longest day when he left.
And I don't know what the timing is. That was just
September
I
love
kind
song.
of liked it.
Yeah, you did
It could be
good.
After the very next day.
Wow, I'm so impressed.
I liked it a little peppy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Kuntz and Mr. Penry.
Yes. Good job. I could never. I would look at that as like it is like a foreign language.
Well, it is. Music
It is a
foreign
language.
language.
It is a-
language all its own.
Yeah, I don't speak it.
Somebody's got to know that, and then somebody could write in and be like, "That was completely." I think that's how.
I think it was close enough.
I'm going to do that. I'm gonna Google that song.
Yeah, absolutely. You can play it on your
YouTube
piano.
it. I'm gonna YouTube it.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So the next is some clothing options. They always add some fashion to these magazines. And so we're going to take a look at some fashion silhouettes that they have. And then they
I love the
patterns. Yeah, let's show that one, Ty. This one is called In Prospect of Autumn.
Oh,
And
those hats.
yeah.
Abby, you should probably start dressing like this.
Yeah.
Bring it back, girl. Bring it back, girl.
So, let's start with the hats on this one. Which one would you wear?
The top right.
Yeah, top right.
Big brimmed.
Yeah, the one in the middle is a little
That looks like
floofy
a band hat.
Band, yeah.
I feel like I marched in that.
And then the one on the left looks like a graduation cap.
It does. Yeah, that's the one on the top right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But I do like their, autumn outfits. I do fear for their feet that they were cold a lot.
They probably were freezing.
Yeah.
Well, they were in so much pain because those shoes were 5 times smaller than what.
Yeah.
Women didn't want big feet back then, so they wore all those tiny shoes so their feet didn't grow.
Oh my gosh. Sounds miserable.
It does sound
But,
miserable.
I think
Have we
these
taken a
outfits
commercial
work-
break lately?
Nope, we haven't. We probably need to. Or did we?
Are we? I don't know. Yeah, no. Did we? How many commercial breaks have we taken, Ty?
We've just done one. We're about on time for the second.
Well,
Okay.
let's just go ahead and do that while
We'll do it right now. We'll be back in
I got
just
to
a few.
singing that song. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank.
We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online banking, just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be.
Clay County State Bank.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield banking companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County, Farmers Mutual Insurance.
Welcome back to By the Way with Beth and Stacey. Today we're taking a look at a really cool old McCall's magazine from 1917 is this copy. Ty, do I have any more fashion pictures? I know some of my pictures wouldn't go through this week. No, let's not do that one yet because I'm not sure what page. That's okay. I'll keep going. Let's see. There's just a lot of different fashion things that I was going to look. Some of the hats these women are wearing.
Oh, I love the hats.
Are just kind of insane. And why exactly did hat wearing go away?
I don't know, because I like to wear. I still wear hats every once in a while.
Yeah,
I've got a black one that I'm waiting to pull out to wear at church. I got it when we went to Herman.
This page here is full of coats, outerwear.
See, I want a cane.
And I would still wear.
Am I wrong
these.
to want a cane? The cane's cool. That lady's got a cane.
I think it's an umbrella.
Is it?
I think it's a very thin umbrella.
Well, that would be a tiny, tiny umbrella.
Well, it's a sketch.
I need one.
This is the beginning of when they started making it, where women, everything in the picture was like unachievable in real life. Like
absolutely.
no one could even find an umbrella that thin.
Yeah.
Okay. So unachievable outfits and body shapes. There's even children's patterns. You could even get a pattern to dress up as the Statue of Liberty or Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
Okay, so then it goes to
goodness
this ad, the easiest money I ever made.
Ooh, what
do you think she was doing?
I can't say on the air.
Did I send in a picture of this sad tie called the easiest money I ever made? It was kind of along the side of a page. No. There was a whole group of my pictures that didn't. That's okay.
Now that's weird.
It doesn't really have much picture-wise anyway. I'm just going to read it because then we're going to try to figure it out because I don't even know what's happening. Okay, the easiest money I ever made. Mrs. S. She's not even going by her real name here because
nope, I wouldn't
she's undercover. One of McCall's many subscribers in Minnesota recently took advantage of our PIN money offer. Now, PIN in this instance is spelled P-I-N. PIN money offer. Here is what she writes about it. April 17th, 1917, to McCall's Magazine, New York, New York. Dear McCall's, I received your check for $5 and wish to thank you for it. It certainly was the easiest money I ever made, and I think I'll try it again. Sincerely yours, Mrs. S.
I like it.
Okay, then below that it says, do you want $5 or $10 PIN money?
I do.
The same liberal offer, which enabled our Minnesota subscriber to earn the easiest money she ever made, is open to you who read this, whether you are a regular subscriber or not. Write it once for free particulars, no obligation. Now, what do you think this PIN money is, and what do you think she had to do?
You think the PIN money is kind of like what were those things? We did a show on them.
Stamps?
War bonds.
War bonds?
Is it? Stamps? Coupons?
But why would they pay her $5? Here's your $5.
I don't know.
What she surely had to do something in return.
Well, I would think so. Yeah.
I don't know. Do you know? Do people
you know?
out there
Abby,
know?
Do you know?
Tell us if you email us.
You mean you don't have an answer?
No. No, it is today's.
I thought you were.
No, it's today's mystery. I don't know. That's all I know. I'm just reading. I don't know.
Well, you know what? I'm having an issue with the shortest and the longest too, because it's literally coming up the shortest song in the world.
Oh,
yeah, I'm having a hard time finding that song.
It had a subtitle.
Let's see what that
A
says.
September love song. That's not going to go well with Google either.
No.
This is dedicated to Elizabeth Blondell. That song was. It was written by George Birdseye. You could Google him, George Birdseye. He did the lyrics, and the music was by Charlotte Duvernay.
I can spell George Birdseye better.
Okay. Not sure.
Now I'm dying. Yeah, I don't know. Keep going.
Okay.
See? Gotta find these things out. Okay, we'll see if that comes up.
Okay, this is an ad about mattresses. What do you think the
mattresses were probably horrible
in
back
1917? Then. Yeah, it looks terrible, and it shows. I didn't send in a picture of this ad, but it shows a mattress in the middle of a cotton field, and then it shows people picking cotton around it, and they all look like slaves. Which slavery was already a thing of the past by then.
Yeah.
But there were still some people working the cotton fields, I guess, like that.
Yep.
Okay.
They just got
So,
paid.
free. This little box tells the truth about mattress values.
Oh,
and it's
boy.
showing this little box full of different kinds of cotton. Look into it and you will find why the Sealy is better than any other mattress. This box contains a sample of the long fiber air-woven cotton used in the Sealy, a sample of the short cotton used in ordinary mattresses, mill waste and wool shoddy used in felt mattresses, and samples of cottonseed from which linters are scraped. Mail the coupon at the bottom and we will send you one of these interesting miniature mattress museums. See for yourself why sleeping on a Sealy is like sleeping on a cloud. So basically, they're sending you this little box, and it has like 5 different types of cotton in it, and then you're supposed to feel the different kinds of cotton and be like, "Yep, this one's the best.
This one's it."
This Sealy
so
one
mattresses
feels."
were literally stuffed with cotton. Not what they used to be. What, feathers?
Yeah, I think
sand.
Yeah,
all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Ugh, I'm glad that.
But Sealy's been around a hot minute, haven't they?
A long time.
Okay.
Ooh.
This one, I think I sent in a picture of free catalog for newest fall styles for the entire family.
I miss catalogs.
I like catalogs too. Here we go.
Fun.
Free catalog of newest fall styles for the entire family. The garments illustrated in our catalog were carefully selected by fashion experts from the leading style centers of Chicago, New York, and Paris. And not only are they the most becoming styles obtainable, but they are the best values we have ever offered. Our immense purchasing power, combined with the fact that we buy and sell for cash, explains why we can offer such surprisingly low prices. It is a delight to buy from our catalog because the styles, prices, and qualities are right. We fill your orders promptly. We pay mail or express charges to your home, and we will refund your money if you are not entirely satisfied. So anyway, I just thought, I'm not going to read all of it, but I just thought this was cool for a little catalog, but I don't see anywhere where it says the name of the company. It says free catalog. I guess in the little image on the top right, it says Boston Store, Chicago.
What it says at the bottom, Boston Store, but I don't know.
Boston
Number
Store.
94 and Boston Store.
I guess Boston Store is the name of it. I don't know. But how
like
cute
that
are
black
these
coat.
images? And she's got a mink. It's a little hard to see on the screen.
It looks like, is it a mink stole?
Yeah, wrapped around her, or that, or a fox or something.
Yeah.
It's still got the head on it.
Oh, I don't want the
Can you
head on
see
it.
that off
I
to
can't
the
see
left?
Yeah, but I don't
Yeah,
want
it
to
has
see
the head on it. And then the younger girl, she's got a bird on her hand. Because why not?
Is she carrying the bird?
Yeah, she's just like got it on her. It's like
I gotta
perched on
see
her
that.
hand.
Bring that magazine over here a little bit more. Let me see that. Oh, okay. Why not?
Why not? Why not add a bird to her hand? And then let's not fail to talk about the shoe over on the right side.
The
shoe.
Amazing. I would never want to wear that.
I would never want to wear that
But they're
either.
cool.
But they look pretty cool.
They look pretty cool. Nice
do.
one. I like that ad.
Okay. Keep going.
Nothing is colored in this.
No.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So this is an ad here. I don't know if this one came through. Yep. That's it. How'd you know? He read my mind. Okay, for sore muscles,
I need it
Absorbing
right
Junior,
now.
the antiseptic liniment. And let me tell you something
Absorbing
about this.
Junior, it's been around too forever.
This is still around. It is still a thing, and this is what, like, my mother-in-law always said that she used on my husband and his brother when they had like growing pains in their legs.
Really?
And so we bought it. She actually got us a bottle of it for our daughter because she was having growing pains in her legs, and it is actually very helpful. So if you have a child that has growing pains or their legs hurt at night and they're sore, buy some of this. It's still out on the market. It's called Absorbing Junior. I always thought she was saying absorbing.
I didn't. Yeah,
but it's Absorbing Junior, the antiseptic liniment. And this ad says, for sore muscles, here is an antiseptic germicide liniment, one that is healing, cooling, and soothing. Absorbing Junior is more than a germicide, more than a liniment. It is both. It means prompt relief from aches and pains, keeps little cuts and bruises from becoming more serious. It is especially good for children's hurts because it is harmless and safe to use, made of pure herbs and positively non-poisonous. Use Absorbing Junior wherever a high-grade liniment or germicide is indicated to reduce inflammatory conditions, sprains, wrenches, swollen veins or glands, to reduce bursal enlargements, winds, weeping, sinews. Okay.
Wow.
This is different language. To allay pain anywhere, its anodyne effect is prompt and lasting to heal cuts, bruises, and sores. Only a few drops required in application. $1 a bottle at druggist or postpaid.
Oh, $1
you
a
could get a liberal trial bottle. Will be sent to you upon receipt of 10 cents in stamps. Springfield, Massachusetts. But I want to say,
I wonder if that's the cream now. I bet that Absorbing Junior is. You think it's a? I bet
I
it's a
can't
cream.
remember. I think maybe it comes in both a cream or more of an oily kind of thing. But it really works. And I'm telling you, if you have pain or your kids have pain, find this. I can't remember if it's at Walmart or CVS or both, but it's out there and it's good stuff.
Huh.
Good stuff.
You do another one, and then we'll take a commercial break and come finish our.
Okay, I'm going to switch over to January of 1918.
1918.
Yes. Here's another. I don't know if this one. Do we have Jack and Peggy at the zoo? Did that one come through? Yeah, let's look at that. It's not the best picture because I kept getting a shadow, but Jack and Peggy at the zoo. This is another one of those paper doll cutouts that you could do. But how cute is this with the lioness and the lion? I mean, I think kids, especially back then that didn't have a lot of fancy toys like we all have today, I think that would have been so fun. I would have enjoyed that when I was a kid. Jack and Peggy at the zoo.
You can still get paper. You should just get on Amazon and get you some paper dolls.
Maybe
they're fun.
Yeah,
they are. I mean, the clothes didn't stick on very well, but they're fun. Yeah, paper dolls. That was a fun ad. Let's take a commercial break and then we'll come back and finish our more ads.
Okay,
we'll be right back.
Do you bowl like this? That's great. Do you bowl like this? That's great too. That's because whether you're a pro or you just want to have a lot of fun, at Peggle's Silver Dollar Lanes, we have a lane for you. We have galaxy bowling, gaming for kids and adults, Joe's Pizza, a full bar, darts, pool, and fresh and clean bowling shoes. Boy, does that smell nice. So come on down to Peggle Silver Dollar Lanes in Effingham, where we have a lane for you.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business. And we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting the work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Flora for all your custom and promotional needs.
Give me our lumber. Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas,
what?
You better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Zink Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
Welcome back to By the Way with Beth and Stacey. Today I'm looking at some old McCall magazines. January 1918 is this issue. I have a really super cute ad in it for peanut butter, which I thought was interesting. Let's take a look at that one, Ty. Here we go. It says
To the boys.
To the boys. In making new grade peanut butter, the verdict was left to the boys. The Van Camp experts, Van Camp's is still around. I buy their beans.
Yep.
Are all highly trained scientific men started out 2 years ago to make an ideal peanut butter. They applied analytical methods, compared many blends, studied every cause and effect. But the final choice on flavor was made by boy connoisseurs. So they went and got a bunch of little boys to decide.
Oh, that's good. Best way to do it.
Peanut butter can be made in many ways and from many kinds of peanuts, but the differences in results is tremendous. In the Van Camp laboratories, every step and standard were fixed scientifically by experts, college trained. They found that one kind of peanuts yielded the richest butter. Another excelled in flavor. By countless tests, they found the finest results in a blend of the two famous varieties. They found it essential to use the highest grade nuts. Even a small mixture of inferior nuts changes the flavor entirely. So I'm not going to keep reading all of it, but basically they brought in these scientists to figure out the best flavor of peanut butter and which peanuts work the best, and then they brought in a bunch of little boys to pick out which one they wanted.
Yeah.
So the Van Camp's peanut butter comes in 3 sizes, prepared in the Van Camp kitchens at Indianapolis.
Ooh, really?
I don't know if Van Camp's is still in Indianapolis. Then at the bottom of the ad, it talks about Van Camp soups. There's 18 kinds. Van Camp's pork and beans. We know that one survived.
That's what I use.
And Van Camp spaghetti.
What? I didn't know they had
spaghetti. Made from a formula we were years in creating and valued at $500,000. This formula, this
Is
spaghetti
it like
formula.
a spaghetti sauce?
In the picture, it looks like it's everything.
I'm a Prego girl, but I would try Van Camp's because I like their.
Surely they wouldn't put the sauce and the noodles in a can. Surely it's just the sauce.
Have you ever heard SpaghettiOs?
Yes,
I love
SpaghettiOs.
I love SpaghettiOs too.
Let's talk about them for a minute.
I haven't
because
eaten
I got
SpaghettiOs in years. I love them though.
Oh, we keep them in the cabinet because the kids eat them. But I have a bone to pick with the company that makes SpaghettiOs right now.
She's getting ready to destroy SpaghettiOs for me.
No, I'm not. But for years, they had SpaghettiOs, plain SpaghettiOs available, or they had SpaghettiOs with meatballs, okay, or they had SpaghettiOs with Franks. They're the best. The SpaghettiOs with Franks are amazing. And the sauce that was used in SpaghettiOs with Franks was slightly different than the sauce used in the original. So you could not recreate this by just buying original and then adding hot dog chunks to it, okay? Not the same thing.
They were smart.
The sauce was different.
The sauce was different,
In the last year and a half, they have stopped carrying SpaghettiOs with Franks. They have stopped manufacturing them. There is a new one on the market called Spicy SpaghettiOs with Franks.
Oh, no.
Not the same thing. My kids don't want spicy hot SpaghettiOs. So we have been forced to go to SpaghettiOs with meatballs.
I don't like SpaghettiOs with meatballs, and I don't like the I like just the regular Franco-American SpaghettiOs. They're just good. Another thing that I love that I haven't eaten in a long time, I love Chef Boyardee beefaroni.
Carissa likes that one.
I love
They also like the
ravioli.
mini ravioli.
I love the mini raviolis. Gosh, I haven't had that a lot. I used to carry. I don't have kids at home anymore.
Right, and that's why we have it at home, because a lot of times they come home from school or something and they're hungry, they didn't have a good lunch, whatever, and this is just something they can eat until it tides them over till supper.
Oh, and I love SpaghettiOs.
Yeah.
I'm going to go buy me a can of SpaghettiOs.
Well, I hope you don't want the ones with Franks.
I do not. I'm a weirdo about that. I don't know. I don't like those,
Well, it was good quality Franks. It wasn't like the meat was questionable. It was clearly a hot dog. It was clearly
Nobody wants questionable meat.
No, and I always felt like the meatballs were a little questionable.
I think the meatballs were questionable.
But the Franks were clearly good quality hot dogs.
Really?
If there is such a thing. I don't want to know what goes into a hot dog, and I don't really want to know what even goes into the Franks that are in the SpaghettiOs. I don't care.
I don't care.
Tastes good.
All beef hot dogs. There's nothing. I'll tell you what. When the Meth Church has their grill outs, and it should be starting in spring, they have I shouldn't tell anybody. They have a foot long all beef 1 pound hot dog. I buy that thing and I eat the whole thing. Oh my gosh, it's the best thing. Oh,
I miss the foot long.
You remember when we used to? We used to be. Well, and you used to be able to a long time ago at Big John's buy foot long hot dogs. Why can't you buy foot long hot dogs?
You
anymore?
still can.
Where?
Well, I think Nuxall's meat place in Effingham might
Do they
carry
have
them.
footlong hot dogs?
Well, those Methodists that are doing the cooking, they obviously buy them somewhere.
Well, they order them from somewhere.
Oh.
They order them from somewhere is what the deal is.
Oh.
They do. I know for a fact. 'Cause I'm like, Mark, where do you get these? He's like, well, we order them. Somebody orders them from somewhere. But I remember you used to be able to just walk out
Special
of Big
hot dog
John's.
factory.
Yeah, and buy footlong hot dogs. Because we used to have footlong hot dogs all the time. Chili cheese dogs. My mom would make them.
Yeah, that sounds so good.
That does.
Okay, so we're getting hungry. It's getting closer to lunch.
I'm getting
All
hungry.
right, so I'm going to just wrap up with a few final thoughts on this magazine. At the back of the magazine, they have things called What Do You Want to Know? And this is put out to readers.
Okay.
And so you can write into this magazine and tell them what you would like to know. So basically, they're asking, what do you want to see in our magazine? And these
Right.
ladies are writing in. This is what women were interested in seeing in the magazine.
Okay.
Etiquette. Soon you will be asking, how shall I word this note of thanks? Let me suggest easy ways. I'm always glad to help in a problem of etiquette. And that was Virginia Randolph. She would like to know more about etiquette, and she also is willing to write about etiquette because she feels like people these days don't know enough about it. Well, I'll tell you what,
they don't.
Virginia, they know an awful lot more about it in 1918 than they do in
They
2025.
don't know etiquette today.
There is no etiquette anymore. It's all
There
just
is none.
in a handbasket. Okay. Entertainment. Do you want plans for a Christmas party, Christmas tree decorations, a New Year's party?
Yes.
We would love to hear more about how to decorate for holidays.
Okay.
Okay. Cooking. This lady would like to hear more about menu making and cooking, which I did cover on another episode, some of their menu making, but I have noticed in every magazine that I have looked at that there is some menu making in each, not episode, but each monthly, whatever. So that was a big thing. The people wanted to know what to cook, and they are full of ideas. Children. I would like to know about toys or books to give to a child. I'd like comprehensive lists for according to age. Few people have time to go through libraries or publishers' lists to discover what is the best book for a child of a certain age. So this is kind of a long letter, but she's asking for, give us suggestions of what books would be good for my kids to read. Let's see, sewing. We would like to see illustrated booklets for little tots.
Little tots?
Little tots. And she's not talking about tater tots.
Tater tots.
Although I love tater tots.
I love tater tots too.
Yeah.
I love everything.
But what's interesting about all these letters is that they are signed by these women, and they did not just put their signature in print. They put an image of their signature, so you can see each woman's actual signature.
That's neat.
Which are each of them beautifully
look at
handwritten.
those, yeah.
And Betty's looks great. Annette, like so pretty.
Elizabeth. Is that Elizabeth up on the top? What's that one right there? Is that
Elizabeth May Blaudel. But yeah, just beautiful handwriting, and sadly, kids today probably wouldn't even know how to read it.
Yeah, I've always heard that they're not teaching cursive and that type of thing. Is that true or not?
Yeah, it's true. Like I've taught my own kids cursive, but like Silas, he doesn't hardly know any cursive at all. Like
How come
I
that's
have
a
to
thing?
work on that with him still.
Because you still have to print and sign
Okay,
papers.
for example, I went up to the, Stacey and I were both there in Effingham at the genealogical corner of their public library. They have a room at the Effingham Public Library that's just for genealogy, just for local history. And we were kind of digging around in there looking for some history to talk about. And I pulled out this one file, and it was overwhelming. I haven't written out a show on it yet because it would make a really good story about this family, but there was just so much information, and so many of it was handwritten letters. And it was all in handwriting that was even difficult for me to decipher. Some of it went back to the 1500s, 1600s. Some of it was just from the 1900s, like letters written to another family member. There was a lot of information there, lots of different kinds of handwriting. And there's no way that probably any of my kids could have deciphered it well.
It is.
They would have gotten bits and pieces of it, but
yeah, there are some things that I've like in researching just our stuff and like anything that's handwritten. I can't hardly read a lot of people's handwriting.
When all that's going to be lost because this generation is not going to be able to read it. And
Yeah.
And I
not
don't
cursive.
understand that really, because I think common sense also comes into play a little bit with cursive. Like, do you really have to be taught cursive, or could you just look at a word and kind of figure it out?
I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, it's just sad because so much of that history, especially in that room, but any other history, whatever, is in handwriting.
It is.
And we're in
but when
danger
you-
of losing
legal,
all of
legal
that.
documents, you still have to print and sign.
Yeah.
I just went and, and got a new car, and
Mm-hmm.
everything I had to do, I had to print, and I had to sign, I had to set date. So it doesn't make sense to not do that.
Yeah. Crazy.
I think that's odd.
Yeah, it is odd. But anyway, we're about out of time.
We are about out of time.
So anyway, I just thought those were good magazines. I didn't want to just pass them up because there's too much good stuff. I love stuff like that.
Oh, I do too. It's just so, yeah. It's just amazing, like you say, like the different decades of just how everything
Yep.
rolls over and changes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go from a more serious note to something
not
totally
serious.
crazy with
Not serious at all. I'm gonna
Deep
have to
Thoughts
get on.
by
I gotta
Jack
get
Andy.
another deep. I gotta get another book.
Okay.
I hope he's written more. Okay,
Here we go.
here we go. If I come back as a horsefly, I think my favorite thing would be to land on someone's lip. Even if they smash you, ick! You're all over their lip.
There you go. Oh, Jack Andy, why does your
Jack
mind work the
Andy,
way that it
why?
works? But
Yeah. I don't
anyway,
know. Hey, Beth,
so-
tell people where they can find
So,
us.
as always, you can find us on Wabash Catch TV, channel 100. We're on Monday through Friday at 11 and then again at 3. And our new episodes are Thursdays and Fridays. And we're also on YouTube, and you can find all of our episodes there. Our YouTube channel is just Beth and Stacey. You can type that in, we'll come right up. And you can like and follow us on Facebook. But that is
That's
pretty well it.
That
So
is a wrap.
thank you so much for joining us, and we will catch you next time.
God bless you and have a great day.